Hey everyone, it's CR7 here, and welcome to this week's post-race thoughts recap video of the race at Watkins Glen. And it was a pretty eventful one with some playoff implications. So I have my race notes with me, so we're going to start with right out of the gate on lap 1, in the bus stop, Corey LaJoie, I think he clipped the grass and then hit Kyle Busch, and Busch spun across the track and collected Denny Hamlin. This round has been rough for him. Ryan Blaney, who suffered a steering problem and almost collected Juan Pablo Montoya, who was running the race in the 50 car. Christopher Bell, Zane Smith, Bubba Wallace, Keselowski, Ryan Preece, and Stenhouse, who knocked over a TV camera. Blaney DNF'd for, I'm guessing, for the damaged vehicle policy thingy. Anyways, restart lap 6, and at lap 18 we had some pit stops before the stage end, and Martin Truex Jr. won stage 1, getting yet another stage win. Stage 2 begins at lap 25, and on the restart, Tyler Reddick spun in turn 1, but he got back going. Then at lap 37, more pit stops before the stage end. Then at lap 38, which is one lap later, Suarez spun out in turn 6 and got stuck in the gravel, which NASCAR had to throw the caution. And stage 2 ended under yellow, as Ross Chastain took the stage win. Then the final stage began at lap 43, and at lap 47, Denny Hamlin gets spun by Keselowski in the S's. Well, Hamlin was on the top of 3 wide, and Keselowski got squeezed, and Hamlin got the bad end of that, unfortunately. But he kept getting the free pass later on. That kept him from finishing a lap down. So restart at lap 50, and at lap 58 there was more pit stops, and at lap 62, while trying to get on pit road, Christopher Bell is spun by Austin Dillon. I don't know why Austin didn't yield his position to let him in pit road. Oh well. Kaz Grala on lap 74 gets spun by Daniel Hemrick and backs into the turn 7 wall, but he got back to pit road safely, so there was no caution. Then, on lap 80, Harrison Burton, a playoff contender, has a flat tire and drops debris on the racetrack, which results in the caution. Then with 7 laps to go was the restart, and on that lap, Brad Keselowski gets a bump by Joey Logano, goes up the track and collects William Byron, who almost went over the Armco in the S's. Byron got propped up onto Keselowski's window nets, but the two got unstuck and carried on with the race. But a scary moment for the 24 car. 3 to go. It was the restart. Let me get to page 2 because the tail end of this is on here. And with 3 to go, on the restart, there was another wreck in the S's involving Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Todd Gilliland, Justin Haley, Truex, and Barry. It was all started by, I think, Todd Gilliland got forced onto the grass, and that caused that wreck. And then overtime attempt 1, and in the bus stop, Shane Van Gisbergen was leading the race until he clipped the Armco going into the bus stop, and it upset his car. So it was the perfect opportunity for Chris Buescher to take that opportunity and pass him, which he did, and held him off until the very end. So Chris Buescher takes the win at the Glen, holding off Shane Van Gisbergen out of all drivers. So congratulations to Buescher for winning the race. He's not a playoff driver, so it is a playoff spoiler. So put this over here. Now that was the race recap. Now to my personal thoughts. It was a pretty crazy last couple of laps there. Unfortunately, the 11 had some not so good luck early in the race, but he rebounded, finished on the lead lap, and he's still on the bubble as of right now. I feel bad for Gisbergen making that mistake in the bus stop there. He was kind of mad at himself after the race, but smiled through it. Carson Hocevar with a top 5, I do believe. I think he ran up front most of the race, so kudos to the 77 of Hocevar. Great showing for him. So anyways, that'll cap off this week's post-race Sansa recap video. Stay tuned for next week's post-race Sansa recap video of the cutoff race for the round of 16 at Bristol, a Saturday night edition. So I'm looking forward to that. And also next week is the Fleet Car Series last half of the season beginning. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already, I have released the newest edition of NASCAR Diecast Shenanigans, the 15th episode. It's up for viewing, so go watch it. It's pretty cool. So that'll conclude this video. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.